Y'all excuse me for that. I had the mute on. So, like I was saying, we are ready to get into a little bit of North Carolina politics, North Carolina news. Then after that, we'll get into other stuff. It ain't necessarily got to be about North Carolina, but there's certain stuff that you all don't know about in North Carolina that's happening and going on because you all reside in other states. So you all bear with me. Salute to my new subs. This is Sir NC.
At the Durham 911 call center.
So that, combined with the surge in calls throughout the summer, has forced some to wait minutes before their calls are answered.
Tonight, our Crystal Price speaks one-on-one with the city councilor who called to report a shooting, and it took them 4 minutes to answer.
We heard the gunshots, and then we came outside.
Durham City Councilor Deidreana Freeman was at her East Durham home when a 17-year-old boy was shot outside of this convenience store on East Main last month. She called 911, but couldn't get through the first time.
I know that the call hung up on me, and I called right back.
The second time, she says it rang for 4 minutes.
It was a long time before anyone picked up.
Her neighbor, Costa Gramatis, also tried calling 911, but he couldn't get through either.
The young man, as a child, was not breathing. We knew we needed a lot of help, and we couldn't get it.
Freeman says finally someone answered. They said an ambulance was already on the way. The teenager was taken to the hospital, but he didn't make it. Freeman says she couldn't believe it took that long for someone to answer.
Felt like there wasn't anything I could do, even as a city council member. I don't have a bat phone I can pick up and just put up a bat signal to get help out here.
The number of vacancies here at the Durham 911 call center is now at 28, and city officials say they're getting more 911 calls than ever before.
In the month of July, Durham 911 answered 78% of calls in 15 seconds or less, but they're falling behind the national standard, which is to answer 90% of calls in that time. Emergency Communications Director Randy Beeman says they have 11 part-time workers they've brought on to cover some of the shifts. They're also adding more hiring incentives, doubling overtime pay, and also doubling the size of their academies. Freeman is hoping that these changes will help them fill more positions.
If all we have is 911, we've got to make sure that we have resources in place.
In Durham, Crystal Price, CBS 17 News.
And the city of Durham is investigating Councilor Freeman's 911 call to see exactly what went wrong. The city's also looking at possibly routing some calls to jurisdictions until they're
Yo, y'all know shit fucked up in the world and shit when you can't get through to 911. And those of you all that don't know about Durham, North Carolina, that's home of Duke, Blue Devils, and NC Central. It's considered gangland. Various different gangs there. You get what I'm saying? So, that shit is crazy for you all not to damn be able to get in contact with 911. That shit is crazy. And actually, since the dude died and shit, right? His family probably can take legal actions though, for real. But I'm gonna find something else for you all to see about North Carolina. Yo, salute Peaches, salute whoever else that tunes in. Appreciate you all though.
Dan Bowling.
The 100 to 250 employee business a lot of times tend to be self-owned businesses by self-made men and women. I've talked to 2 or 3 in the last 12 hours who each one said, I have no intention of doing this.
He says the first legal question is whether this is outside executive authority. Bowling says there is a strong argument that it is.
So I think that in a lot of the earliest first round of lawsuits that have been immediately filed have been on constitutional ground.
More than 14 million Americans are members of a labor union. That also creates its own legal challenge.
You cannot force in the middle of a contract, you cannot issue a sweeping new work rule like this or an employment requirement carrying disciplinary or financial penalties with it without negotiating it with your union first.
So what about the 1905 law that allowed Massachusetts to require residents to get a smallpox vaccine or face a fine? It survived legal challenges and helped Indiana University uphold its recent student COVID vaccination requirement. Bowling says it may not apply to the president's decision, but he does believe that even with court challenges, this may accomplish much of what President Biden wants. With so many large companies already requiring a COVID shot, it could be enough to encourage others to just follow their steps.
Maybe in the end, the most effective effect of this regulation will be to help push those companies on the middle of the fence over to vaccines, whatever that percentage is.
And you know,
Yo, I've been fully vaccinated though since May and shit. Warren County Health Department. Yeah, man. So no complications since. You get what I'm saying? And I suffer from high blood pressure, sugar problems, various other health issues, but it was no complications. You get what I'm saying? I ain't even getting no soreness in my arms or none of that. Yeah, for real. I ain't getting no soreness, y'all. Damn, I forgot the damn plug. I'm sitting up here tripping. I forgot to plug this damn laptop up. See, I don't like having a whole lot of devices plugged up. But yeah, man. Oh shit, I'm fully vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated. I don't need no booster shot, but I'm considering the booster shot though. For real. And the flu shot too. I'm a conspiracy theorist, but for some reason that shit made me get vaccinated though. Salute Coleman. Salute 252 Henderson. Salute to all the other regions too in North Carolina. Yeah, man. That vaccination though, yeah, I won't playing around with that shit. At first I was on the fence. I went on and got that shit, as y'all see. No complications though. Still handsome. But now, all jokes aside though, no health issues and shit though. 919-252-704. Durham, Raleigh, Henderson, Oxford, Charlotte, Greenville, Rocky Mount. You know,